Hello everyone, I hope you're all safe, unwell, well, and just alright, you know. Gala should be here very soon. I don't want to have to, Gala, please, hurry up. Come on, Gala's here. Hola, Gala. ¿Qué tal? Brute Magazine. Fat belly. Gala, you need to request to join. Request to be in the last video. Thank you, nice glasses. Driving glasses at night. And I also suffer from keratoconus. So big up anyone out there who's got eye conditions who's a visual artist. Come on, Gala, you have to request to join the video. And then you will be here. Gala. You just request to be in the live video. So you click on your screen, there's like 4 options. Click one of them and it will say go live with, and it will send me a request. Yeah, shout out to Surgov Gallery in Palm Beach. Gala, dude. Oh, hang on. I made a request to go live with you. Go live with, hang on. Hi, Conan.
Yeah.
There we go. Technologies.
I'm wearing my best for ass, I promise.
Oh, I should be wearing a bear. I'm sorry. You can't see the top of my head. Hang on.
Wait, but you kind of look like Hunter S. Thompson.
Yeah, it's the yellow glasses. It's just, it's too obvious.
It's a pretty cool one, though. I mean, regarding the fact that it's actually, you can actually leave your house. I can't.
Yeah, you can't, can you?
No, not at all.
Lord.
So I couldn't really improvise like some nice fancy dress stuff.
Yeah. Well, you kind of look like that Instagram filter effect anyway, without even putting it on. The one with like the eyes and the lips and stuff.
Wait, actually, can you use filters while doing
that? Yeah, we did a psychedelic one, weren't we?
Yay! How do you do that? Oh, okay.
Oh, it only does it for you. It's for me, not for you.
Oh my god, I'm Baby Yoda.
Yeah.
I have a...
That's good for an art quiz, that's quite good.
Wait.
It's getting weird, isn't it, these ones?
There's a toilet paper one.
Wow, you kind of look like the Ku Klux Klan as a toilet paper.
Wait, I'm getting to it, I promise.
Yeah, that's quite cool. That's quite pop art, yeah, that's great.
Should we... Here we go.
Yeah, that's good.
This is so weird.
Right,
I feel like I'm in a 90s soap opera, sitcom, whatever.
Yeah, a Spanish sitcom where there's far too much drama, too much melodrama.
I feel like I'm like Blossom or something like that. Oh my god, so I just gave like really old reference.
So where do we begin? The egg time has probably started, the hourglass. We are here with Gala Knorr from in Marbella this evening.
Yes.
Indeed, on the coast of southern Spain, northern Spain. Where's Marbella?
Actually, Marbella is in the province of Malaga, so we're looking into northern Africa.
Okay.
I can actually from my house sometimes.
Lovely. On a clear day, of course. Probably more so than usual because low pollution.
Yeah, actually, but it's just been raining like crazy, so it's kind of
really?
like we're stuck home. It's pouring rain. It's actually kind of depressing in a way. Well, but I'm alright with it. Like I'm chilling with the quarantine.
I shouldn't feel like a smug bastard sitting on my balcony with a beautiful sunset and toasting a marshmallow. Should I?
I know. Just the fact that it's still there's still sunlight where you're on.
Yeah.
Like it's so dark here.
Yeah. Well, I apologise, but usually things are shit in England. So, anyway, we're going to talk about all things wonderful and art now. How does one start talking about art? I don't really know. Where does it begin? Where does it end? There's questions that have infinite number of possibilities. You studied a bit in the UK, didn't you?
I did.
Your adolescent years. Stuck on sticky indie disco floors, by the sounds of it.
Yeah, I'm actually a product of a 2-year stay in an international school. That's why I don't really have a Spanish accent when I speak English. I have this weird mix of American, European, like neutral accent.
It's a helpful accent.
It's a what?
It's so clear.
It is.
Wonderfully clear. I'd ask you directions if I didn't know you.
I look friendly and approachable.
Yes, you do. Like a tiger queen.
Oh my god. I'm sorry. Can we like just talk about it for like 5 seconds? Can we?
Yeah, we can talk about it.
Just talk about how amazing this program is.
Yeah, it certainly helped us get through the worst of it.
I watched it and I think I was avoiding watching it for the first week of the quarantine strain, and then I watched it on the second week, and I was just like, what the fuck did I actually watch? I thought it was so incredible. So I mean, I was so compelled by it that I actually painted what you shared on the profile. I was just like, oh my god, I need to process all this information. That I'm seeing, that I'm absorbing on social media and on TV, and I was like, I just need to make a little fun like painting. Because
there are lots of similarities, I guess, between Joe Exotic and Donald Trump, in as much as I know
they're like huge egotistical like human beings, like so bizarre.
One catches them with meth, the other one catches them with wealth. Is that
yeah. I mean, it's just so crazy how this like super like honky tonk gay dude in the middle of Oklahoma, like, I mean, I'm just like still processing it, I guess. But anyways, like, yeah. Hello, peeps.
Hello, peeps. My friend, I have a real friend who likes Joe Exotic's music, and I was sort of like, oh, hang on now, maybe I have to, just process it for a second. He's like, it's good, solid, middle of the road country. You know where you're at with it.
But he doesn't even say it, and I love how convinced he is about his singing. And he's just like talking about it and so excited about it. Like, oh yeah, this is my 25th record. Like.
Yeah.
Like I saw a tiger number like 15. I don't know. Like he's not the singer. Yeah, he's not the singer of it. I mean, but he's so convinced that it's real that that really resonated with me in a way. Yeah. Like it's kind of like people who make words from memes. There's so many versions of one image. So he made so many versions of himself and really believed in every single one of them. I was just like, wow, that's a lot of work. Anyways, are you barbecuing?
Well, sort of, yeah. I've got this like fire pit thing, and it's quite user friendly. So I'm just having a cheeky marshmallow because I feel like this is the closest any of us going to get to a camping trip. And this is like it's odd, isn't it? Like obviously, I've been kindly given like a slightly larger platform than usual to talk to people, but it genuinely feels like we're on an extended kind of like sing along or telethon, like a charity kind of like let's all clap forever to save a polar bear. Like I don't really know what's going on.
I mean, but how is it over in the UK? Like you guys can still have quite a normal life, no?
Well, it's not that normal. It basically, you go outside and, obviously there's not that many people. In certain areas there are more people than others. I guess almost in those areas that are more densely populated or perhaps, people from lower social economic backgrounds, they're kind of more populated. But just lots of scary signs that look like something from a sci-fi film. A funny atmosphere. It's not like, you want to go outside and run around the hills. I mean, everything's shifted everywhere. So, I don't know though. I mean, a lot of the time we all make our own worlds, don't we, and our own fantasies. So, some people can make heaven of it, some people can make hell of it. I guess it all depends just how you see stuff. But obviously, lots of people dying is not great either. But so many other things have changed in such a way that kind of was needed. Uh-oh, whose internet's that? Uh-oh, gang. Okay, hang on a second. I'm going to request Gala to come back into the video. There we go. We're back in the game.
Yeah.
Back in the game. I guess the internet just didn't play ball for a sec.
Did we just break the internet? We haven't even talked about art yet.
No, we haven't. We haven't talked about art, and I don't know how long is left in the egg timer. No, well, we are sort of talking about art, I guess, in a roundabout way. But yeah, no, basically, short of the long is everything has shifted, changed here radically, and all we know is that there's lots of known unknowns, and that's the only certainty we have.
Dude, like, for example, here in Spain, everyone right now is sort of like congregating, and I mean, social media congregating really, because our government has not put any like measures to help the cultural sector. So, I mean, there's nothing you can really do here from, your house. So they try to do this strike, like a social media strike for artists to not use social media for 2 days.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I mean, it kind of worked. It actually just worked because most of the really famous actors from the country like went on like TV shows and like news to talk about it. But they haven't really done anything. And in Germany, they're giving like this huge bailout for the cultural sector. And we're all just like stuck home, just wondering how the fuck we're gonna pay our bills, at the end.
Yeah, it's not a very pleasant scenario, is it? I mean, it's kind of like, I don't know, I feel like the government would be like, right, everything is on standstill, we're going to pay some of you, and the rest of you just good luck and stay home. There's a certain sense of that, isn't there?
So I'm just kind of wondering, like, when this starts de-escalating and everyone starts leaving the houses and like having a social life again, like how's social life gonna even be after this? Like I've got no idea. Well, and even like while you're in quarantine, but I feel like everyone expects artists to be super productive and like on top of their game, and I think most of the people were just like, I don't want to do anything. I like people are dying.
There's lots of funny schools of thought, isn't there? It depends, I suppose, how selfish the artist is. I think artists, generally speaking, are more selfish humans than others a lot of the time. And if they like, right, this is perfect timing to have a solo show in 2022, and I'm just going to make a shitload of work, or they're like worrying about their families or this kind of shit. Or someone's asked a question, maybe that's a good idea to answer.
What happens after 3 months of payments?
Well, yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
How much money is the government's really going to have, in the longer term?
Yeah.
They've already delayed it as much as they can in the UK. It's like June for like self-employed people.
Yeah,
they've done it all wrong anyway. Anyways, I'll shift the conversation away from COVID, and we'll pretend it's not the elephant in the room.
Yeah.
So your style's kind of interesting because it's so informed by pop culture and what happens in the kind of wider social media sphere of celebrity, basically, isn't it?
Well, I mean, it's quite obvious. Like, I actually, the last big project that I did was for a museum in Madrid called La Casa Encendida, and I got this award. They give it every year to the a promising artist, whatever.
Yeah.
So I really wanted to do work that related to our generation, to people who were born in the 80s, 90s, or who grew up in the 90s. So for me, like right away, that connection between all of us was all the things that we watch on the TV when we're little, or even like the images that people appropriate to make new memes, and that's what really really interested me. I was just like, I really need to process what is happening around me through the iconography of like this global iconography that represents all of us from that certain generation. So I guess that's what I really wanted to focus on.
Can I ask you, how do you make a decision as to how big an image should be which you're trying to represent?
Well, generally, it really depends. Like, I'm a really pragmatic person, and I'm very practical about, like, size and space. I don't have a large studio, and I move a lot to do projects, so I cannot really work super large scale.
Yeah.
Like, when I lived in London, I had a little studio there, and most of my work was quite small. Just because I needed storage.
Okay, so you basically created a restriction with you then, isn't it?
There was a huge restriction. So now what I really do is I try to adapt the space that I inhabit artistically and personally, and I've been making bigger work, and I'm just trying not to, for example, use stretchers when I work. I make the stretchers when I actually see. Yeah, exactly. Or like.
You just nail it on the wall with a nail gun.
Exactly, just like click clack. Yeah. I mean, when it was in Paris, it was just covered in super large paintings and a big old head of shaved head, Britney Spears, and like.
How quick do you work?
It depends. If it's like a large scale, I think it takes me about 2 weeks.
Okay.
I'm not like this like super anal artist that wakes up and is working for 8 hours. Like, I can't do that. I can't focus for so many hours. If I get like 3 hours of painting that are really, really good, I'm super fucking happy. Otherwise,
that's good.
Like, and if it doesn't work, at the moment, I just like start another one, working and doing like a circling around. Someone say, I need those marshmallows. I need two. I'm so jealous.
Has someone written them, I need marshmallows?
Yeah.
I've only had one there, so it's marshmallow, wherever you are.
They look really yummy.
Yeah, I was wondering how distracting it would be, but so far so good.
Someone's asking, will this pandemic influence the work that you do? I think that we could answer both of that.
I think you've already answered that question by working Gala Tiger King.
Oh my god, yeah. I think like the way to assimilate the things that are happening around us is to kind of absorb it and create something new from all this imaginarium that's formulated in media that we're sharing constantly,
Imagine how obnoxious I'd be if I was like an employer, as like a boss, and I said, please come into my office, I'm just eating a marshmallow.
At least you would feed your employees properly, like it would be like really, really yummy.
Yeah, I'd be talking really quickly and eating really quickly, wouldn't I? Like a really obnoxious, fat, sweaty.
I mean, you're Hunter Thompson. I would expect you to eat like a bat, like black salad.
Yeah, he probably started it, and then he shot himself in the head at 50 just because he said he was going to.
Yeah, my God. Yeah, I remember. I think I was still in art school when that happened. A friend of mine used to work for him, and like was there at the funeral. And actually, I don't know if you knew, for his service, they put his ashes in this firecracker thingy. How do you say? Like fireworks, yeah.
Fireworks. Oh yes.
He turned himself into a firework and like exploded.
Thank you much. My mum's boyfriend just said I got marshmallow around my mouth. Thanks for having my back always, Conan. It's gone.
It's okay. We don't judge. It's quarantine.
No.
This is the first day in like 5 weeks that I've actually worn this much makeup. So
as we're doing, I think we discussed a Robert Smith tribute face.
Yeah, I really honestly I didn't brush my hair today because I wanted to look a bit like Robert Smith. Wait, let me show you. But dude, it just doesn't work with long hair.
Yeah,
and I'm too old for that shit.
Oh, thank you. You're welcome, Conan. Will you just pause it? I'm just going to get a glass so I can have some iced tea.
Go for it. I'll just chat with whoever actually wants to like hang out in this crazy little video. someone's saying next big thing, virtual presentations, etc. Honestly, I don't know what you're talking about. Are you talking about like viewing rooms for like Art Basel and stuff like that? I mean, it makes no sense for me to I don't understand like buyers of artwork that just look at a PDF and they're like, I want that. Unless it's for like massive speculation. What's my favorite I can't even talk. Favorite Curacao? Man, the entire Disintegration LP really. What do I want out of life? Those are like some serious, like existential questions.
Yeah, the only answer you should ask was, what do you want out of a buffet?
That's already like a hard choice.
Yeah. I'm sorry, like, we're actually sponsored. This episode is sponsored by Sports Direct. They paid for my marshmallow. No. It's a branding.
Oh, VR art. Actually, I don't make VR art, but I have some friends that do, and it's kind of fantastic. Like, you guys should check Italioda. They're a couple that are Japanese and French. And they live in Berlin, and I met them at Cité Internationale des Arts, and they're kind of insane and super talented.
I think the problem with things like, well, not problem with VR, but I mean, I guess the art world's relationship is slightly different because it's not as easy to like commodify. I mean, is a collector going to buy the console? Is it, it's a weird sort of.
It is kind of weird, especially because I mean, like, it involves this like massive installation, I guess, or maybe not. I have no idea.
Someone's asked quite an adult question. I suppose we have to respond, don't we?
What is a good explanation for contemporary art in today's context? In what sense?
That's 1,000 words. Go.
That is so broad.
Yeah. I mean, contemporary art. Yeah, you go.
I think it really depends on what context you actually work in and live in. Like for you being in the UK and for me being in Spain is wildly different. I mean, I lived in the UK for quite a long time, and I think my career just went a lot better once I moved out of the UK. But it might be, the place for people who are actually born and raised in England. I have no idea.
Good answer. No points. No, this is Eurovision. No points, but good attempt at trying to answer a question.
Dude,
to answer.
It's so fucking hard. Like, I don't even know.
Yeah, so I guess that's. I mean, you've answered a couple of questions that people have asked, in as much as you've made work during the situation, you've acknowledged who the Tiger King is, and made a funny image. And that's important because humour is the only thing we have against this fucking virus. Because
absolutely.
The virus can't hear you laughing. So.
Yeah. I think humor is. I think art it shouldn't be funny, but there should be some sense of humor in every work. Because otherwise, it's just so boring. To be honest. Have you been more drawn to darker art in quarantine, or is there more need for positivity? I think my art is actually quite nihilist, and it pokes fun at a lot of this fake positivism that grows out of it. But I do think that our world is going to become a place that's more about solidarity. I mean, everything is very uncertain, so who knows? I don't know. Personally, I have no idea what the future holds.
Poor. You always having to be that mystic Meg.
Dude, seriously.
Yeah. Can anyone ask something we can answer? Please. Just one.
I'm actually going to take off my beret because it's really hot.
Yeah. Great hair.
Yeah, thanks, dude. Didn't brush today.
I used to have hair.
Just for you.
Yeah.
You do have hair. What are you talking about?
I do. The hairline has kind of retreated, but we've made a truce now.
How do you manage it?
We just, we did a little backhanded deal. I said I'd try and quit tobacco. Hang on.
Wait.
I can't read any of that.
this is the Chinese shouldn't have been even been messing with such things and should have been disintegration. That's a really great Cure album. What else is it going to be used for?
Let's talk about music before we have to report to the World Health Organization.
Yeah. Wait, dude, do you know this guy's called the Fat White Family?
Yeah.
So the singer Lias.
Yeah.
Say he sings like that. I don't know. He's been writing on some website or something. He shared something the other day, and it's actually really good.
Yeah.
I was like, oh my god, like they're not just fucking like real wild children.
Yeah, well, I mean, they sort of that. My only problem with them is they slightly play around with some kind of right wing imagery. I mean, I know they're subversing it, but I'm not quite sure everyone is sort of as literally informed as them, or whatever they're trying to do. I don't know. I think I feel like I prefer my kind of sort of angry, noisy punk stuff a bit more direct, because I'm not sure what they're about actually. Yeah. I'm not quite sure what they're trying to, I'm not sure what their cause is, other than themselves.
I mean, they have to sell something, don't they?
Yeah, they do, but I prefer other salesmen on the road, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I tell you who I like, in that kind of vein. Sleaford Mods, I'm a big fan of Sleaford Mods. Idols are brilliant. Idols is just the best. If you come across them. I also love Rosalia. Rosalia!
Oh my god, everyone's obsessed with her.
Yeah, rightly so.
I mean, she's amazing.
Yeah.
I mean, she's the best freaking export that Spain has.
Yeah.
Basically.
Yeah.
Like, better than, like, olive oil. I don't know.
I can't even, I mean, not that, no, that's not true, because Heinz are a good Spanish band.
I think your sister's here. Is she saying Mum wants to shout out?
Oh, my mum wants to shout out. Hi, Mum. Nice to be in a position to give you a shout out, given our recent tumultuous incidences. But they all come from an apology to my mum.
What is your incident?
Nothing. The shout out ends there. Yeah. But tell me about some of your, because you I guess you're a bit of an indie kid. That's your vibe, isn't it?
I mean, yeah. I think accidentally, to be honest. When I moved to Paris when I was 19, I literally had no friends. I didn't speak the language, and I was in this oh my god, this is I can't believe I'm telling you this. I was in this like super emo message board. And I befriended this guy that ran a record label in Olympia, Washington State.
Okay.
His name is Calvin Johnson, and the label's K Records. And he I guess invited me to his show, and I was like, yeah, I have no friends, so I'm gonna go make a friend or whatever.
Yeah.
So I think music just really completely helped me, belong somewhere. Whenever I move, I was like, I'm just gonna go to a show and always make friends, basically.
Someone's just written once on the snail at a vending machine.
No way, that's fucking gross,
Well, good on you. Maybe you gave it a nice home.
What I want to know is if you ate it, because apparently they're delicious.
I've had a snail.
I love the smell when they're being cooked, but then I cannot eat it.
What you mean when they're dying, when they're screaming for the last drops of air? Ugh. Goodbye, cruel world.
That's pretty gross.
Yeah. Gala, I think before we hit the rocks and have to keep on answering World Health Organization questions, I would say marshmallows help my OCD, my ADD, because I've got something else to do with my hand.
OCD.
ACDC. It helps my ACDC.
ACDC.
Yeah.
Dizzy easy.
Dizzy easy AC. Before I lose my mind and have another marshmallow and have too much sugar, I'm going to let you go. But this interview, hopefully, like last night's, will end up in various places. I think we had a little chat about art. If this interview gets shaken, afterwards outside on the couch. There might be a bit of art in it. I won't get sacked. Thank you for passing. Thank you for agreeing to be in it.
I hope I've answered everyone's existential questions and.
Yeah, I mean as good as you could in the circumstances. I think I'd say.
Yeah, bro. That's so hard. Anyways, it's so hard to actually talk about art. Like I feel like I'm articulate, but maybe not good enough sometimes. Like
it becomes a war of words about nothing most of the time. It's like you're wrestling with a paper bag.
Oh Jesus. Okay, there's a lot of people like praying for us in the comments.
Maybe it's for the snail in the vending machine.
Maybe he's like high on whatever. Some people smoke frogs and lick toads.
I think anything goes these days. So on that note, I'm gonna let you go to bed. But hasta luego.
Actually, I'm not going to bed. So early, like I'm big, bro. Like
that's true. We have to have dinner in like 4 hours.
It's like dinner time here. So everyone, like, thank you for joining. I guess.
Thank you for joining.
And suffering our incoherence. For the past.
And for more of Gala's work, follow her on Instagram.
Yeah.
We're here on Instagram.
And send me all your questions.
All requests are welcome.
I'm your oracle whenever, so I'm actually like I do answer people's messages. I'm not like that big.
That's good.
Yeah.
24/7. That's kind of you.
24/7. All right, guys.
24/7.
Ciao, ciao.
Good evening.
Good evening, yo.
Hello, everybody. Thank you for joining in. I think I might be back later in the week to speak to someone else. Yes, probably another person in my tenure on this channel. But again, stay safe. Keep on making and creating, and don't let the bastards get you down.